Hey everybody, this is Thomas, the Dad's Divorce Coach, coming to you today. It's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving here in the States, but the 22nd of November, 2023, and I'm just really happy to see all of you here today. Whether you are a divorced parent whom I'm talking to this morning briefly, or if you're just really looking forward, to getting a couple days off work. I just want to welcome you to this short broadcast. We won't take more than about 5 minutes or so. I just wanted to drop in and share something with you that I think is really really important, especially as we go toward this holiday season. And that's really six mistakes. I want to share six mistakes that divorced parents make around the holiday season. Now, if you're going through divorce and this is your first time, God forbid you have more than one. I actually have been divorced twice, but God forbid you go through this at all. The holiday season can be a very trying time, very challenging time, and it's easy to get lost in a lot of discouragement and stress and even depression, and just that feeling of isolation. Perhaps this is the first time you guys are, you've got this parenting plan, and we have the schedule for the kids and everything. And how do we make the holidays work so that the kids get to be with both parents? Do we split Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day down the middle? What do we do? Do we alternate? You guys have worked out a plan that at least you're going to try out. And as most of you who have already gone through this experience probably already know, this at best, the best case scenario is that this is going to be a challenging time. It's going to be a time where you're going to feel isolated, you're going to feel alone, you're going to feel um, you know uh, you're going to feel gypped, that you don't get, that your Christmas season feeling and traditions and everything else that were with the family, and now the family's no longer there. There's a hole there that it's just going to be different. I want you to remember, and no parent out there is understand this, that no parent out there feels uh, re- uh, feels selfishness when it comes to the kids, because we're all parents. But I do want to make plain here the emphasis on, this is also the kids' first holiday season in a split home, and they're going to feel, on a normal day, like they are the center of the tug of war between two parents. Christmas only magnifies that. The holidays will only magnify that. So I'm going to share with you really six steps, excuse me, six mistakes that, from my experience and from when I work with divorced parents every day, that divorced parents make early on, especially in the first holiday season. So jot these down. They're definitely for you, to take with you into this holiday season. So again, six mistakes around the holiday season. Number one, competing over gifts. Divorced parents will fall into this trap a lot, of trying to outdo the other parent. Well, this is an option. This is an opportunity for me to communicate the strength and the worth of our relationship to the kids, and I'm going to do it through spending lots of money on gifts, and I'm going to one up. I'm going to outdo their other parent, thinking that this will help the child. But in reality, what happens most of the time is it creates this unrealistic expectation, and you're setting a precedent. You're setting a precedent for next Christmas, especially when you have small children, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. They're going to come to expect this next year as well as this year, because they don't know all of the reasons behind what we do and the decisions we make as adults. So competing over gifts, trying to one up each other, I have yet to see an example of where that has actually benefited everybody involved, especially you in this time. So try this instead. Okay? So try this instead. And I know the last thing you want to do on Thanksgiving Day, especially if the divorce is still really um, fresh, and maybe it's not even over yet. Maybe it's not final yet, but try this instead. Instead of competing with your ex-spouse, coordinate with your ex-spouse. Set a budget, or even maybe share wish lists so you can coordinate. Okay, I'm going to get this and you're going to get that. And that way the kids get the gifts that they've asked for, but it doesn't create this hostility or this one-upmanship or this competition that will only get worse as time goes on. Remember, it's the thought and the time spent that will matter the most to your child, not the price tag. Not the price tag. It may feel like that in the moment, but trust me, I promise you, and other divorced parents out there that are a little further down the line than this, this isn't your first Christmas being divorced. You'll know, you can tell me competing with the other parent over the gifts is not something that will work out in anybody's best interest. Think also about that difficult conversation that you have to have with your ex-spouse over maybe that next holiday, or maybe the schedule needs to shift in this coming year, and that's a conversation that's going to be a little bit dicey. Setting the precedent for that next conversation by competing and making your co-parent, your ex-spouse, look bad now into the kid's eyes, and pumping yourself up in the moment, it's just going to make that conversation downstream that much harder. So promise me, try this instead. Instead of competing, coordinate. I promise it'll work out for you a little bit better. Okay. The next one, number 2, is bad mouthing the other parent. Now, I know we all know this is not a good idea. And I'm assuming out there, those of you that are watching, we're not narcissists. It may feel like we were married to one and we divorced one, but when it comes to Christmas, to the holidays, when it comes to our role in the holidays, it is really, it's all about the kids, right? It's all about the family, and any kind of self-absorption here is going to downgrade everybody's experience, including your own. And that starts and stops with speaking negatively about your ex, especially in the earshot or in front of your children. It can cause confusion. It can cause guilt in your kids and emotional turmoil. And who wants that on Thanksgiving or Christmas? Certainly not the kids. Certainly not the kids. So instead of bad mouthing, try this instead. Try focusing on a creative, creating a positive memory and experience with them this holiday season. You need to vent, do it away from your child. You have that accountability partner. You have that person in your life that you trust. Do it there. Don't let the kids hear your frustrations and your pain and your sadness going through this time of holiday cheer, the first time after divorce, and blaming your spouse for it, your ex-spouse. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, not communicating plans clearly. Listen, you may have the perfect schedule. You may have been working the schedule, the co-parenting schedule, for months now, but now the holidays are coming, and it's going to take some coordination. And not communicating plans will create in last minute stresses on both sides. And again, the kids are the ones in the middle. Failing to coordinate the schedule or last minute changes can create the chaos and disappointment in your kids that is easily avoidable. It's bad, but it's easy to fix. Okay. And what that looks like, maybe there are Christmas programs at school. Maybe there is a special dinner or special event that you and your side of the family want to have. Maybe that event can't be moved to time you already have your children, and it's on your spouse's time. But it's really important. Everybody knows it's important. Not communicating those plans clearly can create some issues, especially during that holiday time. So try this instead. Plan in advance. Create a shared calendar. Google has a great shared calendar system. Share a calendar with your ex-spouse and everything goes on it. You can put requests there. You can, move things around there. It gives you the opportunity of utilizing a co-parenting application to keep everybody informed, especially the two of you. Flexibility is the key here, but so is clarity. um, you know, Communicating plans clearly. All right. So this leads right into the next one, and that's keeping kids from family traditions. A lot of times a family will have a deep sense of tradition where every year we do X, Y, Z. The kids are looking forward to that. And this is an opportunity here to avoid those certain traditions because they involve the other parent or their family, and they can deprive you of time with your kids during the time that you already have them scheduled. But I promise you, this is going to backfire. It is going to backfire. Your number one job as a parent is to facilitate, outside of safety, obviously, and providing, but is to facilitate time with your kids. And that includes facilitating time with them and their other parent, your ex. So instead of keeping them from that tradition, try this instead. Find a balance. Perhaps some traditions can alternate. Okay. It's not, this is a every other Christmas kind of thing. It could be an every other year. You'll be able to have the kids for that event. And every other year, I'm going to take them during that time. Remember, it's about their experience and connection so that both sides of the family can continue on these traditions that mean a lot to everybody, including and especially the children. All right. So the fifth one, making your children choose. Let me tell you, guys, if you are in this spot, parents, hear me. When you leave the decision up to the child and make them choose who they're going to spend their time with during Christmas, I would hesitate. I would really recommend that you don't do that. I mean, putting your child in the middle of anything between you and your ex, making them choose between their two parents is emotionally taxing, even on normal, silly, insignificant things. Hey, do you want me to pick you up from school or do you want your mom? I mean, even those things can be difficult and daunting. Kids need structure. Kids need expectation. They need accountability. And they look to you, the parent, to get them there. And when it comes to the holiday season, putting them in the middle and making them choose, well, do you want to come with me and we've got all of these things planned? Or do you want to spend time with your mom during that day? I mean, talk about manipulative, talk about narcissistic. It is so easy to just slip into that mode when it comes to our kids, because we want our kids' time. We want them to be part of our lives. And and I'll go to the jugular here. It is the number one way to get back at my ex, by creating that tug of war and making my kids want and choose me, because I know how that's going to make my ex feel. Guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Try this instead. Instead of making them choose, collaborate. Collaborate with your ex to decide on that schedule that works best for your kids. That schedule is not necessarily going to be something that works best for you, but you're a parent. This isn't about you anymore. It's about making life, the easiest, smoothest transition that it can for your kids. Make it clear to them. Make it clear to your child that both of you, both the parents, love them, and that you are working together on a regular basis. It is important, imperatively important, that your children know the two of you still talk. They don't have to see you talk to know you talk, because when you collaborate more, the things you're talking to your kid about is going to be the same thing that your ex is going to be talking about. And the more those things can be aligned, the calmer your children will be, the faster they're going to proceed through the healing process, the more confident they're going to be, and the better off and equipped they're going to be in life to deal with a lot of stuff. And around the holiday season, especially, again, they know you're talking and you guys collaborate better, you won't have this issue with making them choose. Because I'll tell you what, if this collaboration doesn't happen on a regular basis, the kids are going to choose. They're going to choose to go where they feel the least amount of stress, the least amount of guilt. And as they get older, if this is, the older kids, the teenagers, if this is something that is a problem, don't be surprised if they choose grandparents, or if they choose friends, or if they choose neither of you. Don't make the kids choose. Collaborate together to communicate from both of you that, the kids are loved, and we talk, and we've got your best interest in mind, and we love you. All right. So the sixth and the final one that I'm going to mention today: letting your emotions overshadow the spirit of the season. Guys, we're in grief. We're in grieving. We're angry. We're bitter. We're sad. We're hurt. This could be very fresh, if not over yet. And it's easy to allow your grief, your anger, your bitterness to overshadow the festive season that we look forward to 10 months out of the year. And it can cast a shadow over your child's experience. I would say it will definitely 100% of the time cast a shadow over your child's experience. And while I understand, and it is so easy to feel that way, guys, this is also a time and a season and an opportunity for you to move forward in healing and festivities and feeling that season. There's nothing like the season of the holidays, that can give you that shot of adrenaline you need to just feel better. No one wants to feel bad at any time, much less around the holidays. So instead of letting your emotions overshadow the spirit of this season, try this. Engage in some self-care and seek out some support when needed. This is the time you need it. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to need help. It's okay to not be okay. And even during the holiday season, especially during the holiday season, it's important that you take care of yourselves. Your willingness to prioritize your children's feelings and experiences can lead to a happier memory of Christmas and a deeper bond with them. And in focusing on their well-being, you're often the path that they're going to find their own healing through. And that starts with your own path of well-being and your own self-care. So I'm going to end this live today first by just thanking you for your time, and I want to extend a gift to my divorced parents out there. If you're struggling with this holiday season, and I know many of you are, if you're having a difficult time making heads or tails of what's going to happen, and you've listened to this list of 6 and maybe more, you've seen yourself fall into this mistake trap around the holidays. We're doing a free class. It's Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. The link to register for this free class is in the description of this live video. I encourage you to register. What comes with that free class is more resources about how to navigate the holidays. But we're gonna talk about these very things in this class, and give you that empowerment and the equipment that you need to make not only the holiday season more successful and more enjoyable, but also start moving yourself forward, regardless of what stage of divorce that you're in. The free class is designed to identify to bring clarity around some of the things that you really need in your life that divorce has taken, and help you navigate a clear path forward. So if you're sitting here and you're worried about, what are these 6 mistakes am I making? Take the free class, join the free class. It also comes with an opportunity to join our community, other divorced parents like you, that are themselves finding the holiday season difficult and challenging. We're here to to give you those steps and to help you create that focus that will help determine your practice and improve your practice to live that abundant life that you really long for. So I'm going to let you all go. Thanks so much for your time today, and I wish each of you a very, very happy holiday season. Hope to see you on that free class. Again, it's Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and the registration link is in the comments of the video. Take care, everybody, and happy parenting.